Hello everyone, we are Group 8. I'm Sally. Our TP company is Spotify. The reason why we choose Spotify is because Spotify has the most users and it's invested in podcast field now. We want to know why and how Spotify entered into the podcasting market and the competitive relationship with its competitor. We considered it would be very interesting during the project. Next, let me introduce the basic information of Spotify. Spotify was founded in 2006 in Stockholm, Sweden by Daniel Ek and Martin Lorentzen, with offices in 17 different countries around the world. It is one of the world's largest audio streaming subscription service providers, with over 345 million monthly active users, including 155 million paying subscribers. They manage and share over 70 million tracks, including more than 2.2 million podcast titles for free. If upgrade to Spotify Premium, you can access exclusive features for music, including improved sound quality and an on-demand offline and ad-free listening experience. Spotify offers so much so as to reach their goal of music for everyone.
Hello, I'm Joshua. Now, I will introduce Spotify's business model canvas. First, their value proposition can divide into two parts. For subscribers, Spotify provides music streaming servers and podcasts to them, and all of the contents on Spotify are legal. For advertisers, cost of ads on Spotify is cheap, and advertising on this platform can make it easier to reach new consumers. Second, their customer segment is mainly music lovers and advertisers. For music lovers, they can be divided into free users and premiums. Next, customer relationships. They use subscription mechanism and free plans to build relationship with customers. As for channel, they use app stores or websites to touch their customers. Then their key resources are music library, user data, and AI or talented developers. As for key activities, there will be detailed explanation later, and it has a close relationship with key resources. Next, Spotify have a variety of key partners, but the most important partners are collaborators and music right holders. In terms of collaborators, Facebook, Google, or even Starbucks are Spotify's key partners. For music right holders, record companies are the major providers. Finally, revenue and cost structure. In terms of revenue, user subscription, or you can say premiums, is the most important income of Spotify. For cost, the highest expenditure is from music royalty fees, especially from Universal Music Group, Sony Music Entertainment, and Warner Music Group.
Hello, I'm Jenny. Next, I'm going to talk about pastel analysis and only focus on technological and social-cultural factors. First, technological, including major data analysis, promoting the development of AI, and introduce voice control function. Let's talk about major data analysis. Number 1, collaborative filtering can recommend songs of different music types. Second, natural language processing can be used to find similar songs for users. The last one, original audio file module, is mainly used to handle new songs recommendation text. Besides, Spotify uses AI technology to enhance music search and personalized playlist suggestion services and enhance the service experience. The last, users can enable Spotify built-in voice search so that everyone can listen to music when they can't get their hands free to operate. As for social cultural factors, including music listening trends, local conditions, and the podcasting market. First, due to COVID-19 and social distancing have shifted Spotify streaming, their daily routines and habits are taking new shapes. Second, local conditions. Spotify will cater to the local needs by adding local songs, options for language change, and algorithm for playlist recommendation. Third, the global podcasting industry is expected to cross over $1 billion mark in 2020 and could be a $3.3 billion plus business by 2025. Therefore, to become the podcasting giant, Spotify has built partnerships to focus on using the data for recommendation by gender, age groups, and regional tests.
Hello, I'm Teresa. Next, I will introduce the 3 parts of Spotify 5-Force framework. They are industry rivalries, bargaining power of supplies, and 3 of substitutes. The first part is industry rivalry. Spotify's main competitor Apple Music has a market share of 90%. The advantage of Apple Music has many loyal customers and seamless integration with Siri's ability to mix personal music files with streaming media. The other competitor is Amazon Music. It has a 15% market share, and the advantage is Amazon Music Unlimited to provide discount to Amazon Prime members. The second part is bargaining power of supplies. Spotify suppliers are artists and with medium bargaining powers. The reason is that some people are opposed to publishing their songs on Spotify. Also, Spotify offers the same catalog in the freemium and premium music library, so the artists don't have many choice. How about Spotify's threat of substitutes? The degree of threat from substitutes is low. You may think that Spotify alternative threat is the same industry competitors of radio stream, but it's not obvious. Actually, the substitute and the threat is Spotify freemium, because some users can endure the interruption of listening to music with ads. Although Spotify can get revenue from ads, but it wants users to upgrade to premium, gets more benefit.
Hi, I'm Iris. Next is internal assessment of the firm connect to business model. At first, I'm going to use Porter's value chain of Spotify and illustrate the reference between key activities, CR and CH, and to create value proposition. First, license agreement with required companies are classified as inbound logistics. Second, data mining and analysis are in operations. Third, software development and maintenance are from after-sales service. Last but not least, marketing and connecting their fans is in marketing and sales. And what key resources does Spotify have to create key activities? First is music library. Before Spotify stream music to their users, they need to have license agreement with required companies or music publishers. And the second is user data. Spotify uses their advanced data analytics system and proprietary algorithms to predict users' preference. The third is AI or talent developers. The collaborative filtering model, natural language processing, and original audio file model can be said to be the lifeblood of the entire Spotify. And the next is the key activities revenue in revenue streams. Premium subscribers represent 91% of total revenue and ad-supported represent 9% of total revenue. And the cost structure of Spotify are 4 important expenditure, respectively are premium, ad-supported, R&D expense, and sales and marketing. It can be found that each item in the cost structure has a direct or indirect relationship with key resources. And it can also be seen that 2018 to 2020, all costs are constantly growing, which means that Spotify is continuously expanding and growing in all aspects. And here are the core competencies of Spotify. There are 3 points, including Spotify email marketing, the music streaming service, and partnership with device manufacturers. And Spotify's complementary assets are mobile internet access, emphasize organizational capital, and modernized audio advertising.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm going to introduce Spotify vertical integration. Spotify completes their VI through acquisition, and this is their timeline. In 2018 to 2020, Spotify acquired 7 important companies in sequence. Their purpose is to get more contents, more users and have better operation process. Take Podcast as an example. Podcast is a digital media company and podcast network that specializes in scripted podcasts and audio TV shows. It means podcasts can bring its library and audiences to help Spotify get more content and users. Then take the Louder as an example to have better operation process. Louder is a music licensing platform. Its business is covering song licensing and music rights solutions. It can help Spotify create more transparent and efficient music publishing industry. Also, Spotify has done a good job in BI. They still face some weakness and threat. First one is high royalty cost. Because of the copyright issue of music, Spotify has to pay a lot of royalty cost. It also leads to their fiscal deficit, and they are still in a state of loss to this day.
Hello, I'm Jasmine. Let's move on horizontal diversification in podcasts. According to the annual report of Discover Pods, more than 82.4% of podcast users listen to podcasts for more than 7 hours a week. In other words, as long as you start listening to podcasts, you have a good chance of becoming a heavy user of podcasts. Consequently, Spotify signed and acquired popular podcasts and podcast shows. So, what synergy did Spotify bring to podcasts? First, Spotify economies of scope. The business of Spotify and podcasts are similar. They both provide audio services so they can incorporate podcasts into the platform without changing streaming process. Second, Spotify network effect. As investing in a podcast, Spotify can directly obtain the number of people who check it in the popular podcasts, and even further convert this checked number into paid subscription users. Last one is podcast market entry strategies. At first, Spotify started to acquire many podcast networks, including podcast platform and podcast production companies. Acquisition is one of the most time-efficient growth strategies. It offers the opportunity to quickly acquire resources and grow competence. In addition, strategy alliance with others is also beneficial. For example, in September 2020, Spotify signed a deal with Chinese Entertainment to produce movie and TV shows, which actually made much benefit.
Hi, it's Ben again. I'm going to introduce geographic expansion. Spotify service scope is currently expanded to 85 countries or regions around the world, mainly in Asia, Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean, and supports 36 additional languages. And Spotify has different strategies from other streaming services. They expanded slow and first gamble on the success in the United States. Then while entering other markets, Spotify trades huge entry cost for long-term success. Spotify has also made some plans in multi-domestic strategy. Cost reduction is a point that Spotify has only recently begun to care about, and in the part of high local responsiveness. According to the languages and culture, Spotify provides different services and recommended content by utilizing machine learning and AI algorithms.
Last part is future suggestion. Spotify technology stock dropping more than 30% because of competition with Apple. However, Spotify bought the podcast platform Anchor in 2019, which became an opportunity. Let's talk about suggestion. First, working on podcast advertising, it has the potential to serve targeted ads to Spotify's growing number of podcast listeners. Second, invest in live audio and audio books. With the growth of live audio products, Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces, Spotify can try to write a live audio. Nevertheless, it is unclear if the service will become a meaningful part of Spotify business. Last one, keep working on podcast distribution. Over the last few years, the company has acquired 2 podcast distribution platforms. Both distribution services give Spotify a large supply of content to potentially run advertisements on. Consequently, more distribution may make more profit. So, this is our video. Thanks for your watching.